Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Pause the video right now to check out my social media, my radio show, and thatdrummerguy.com. And most of all, enjoy the following presentation.
Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi, everything's fine. It's Josh. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much for taking the time to do this interview.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, of course. Thank you.
Absolutely no problem. And of course, we are here to talk about the self-titled debut from Lione Conti, which is now available through Frontiers Music. Just came out today. I've gotten the chance to be able to check this out over the past week or so through promo, and I just got to say, I absolutely love what you guys did here with everyone involved, from the songwriting to the artwork to just this project in general. I just love what you guys did here, and it's some of the finest work you guys have done.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy that you like the project. This kind of project with Fabio it was a great experience for me, and I think also for Fabio. Yes.
So the first question here is, how did this whole project come to be?
How does it start, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. I think that it was an originally idea of Serafino Perugino, the boss of Frontiers Record, you know. And I think that originally he asked to Simone Mularoni, the producer, and they have in mind to record something like Alan Lande album, but with Italian singers, you know. And for the first singer, they call Fabio. And then they called me because I had on the same album and the same project both singers of Rhapsody, because at the time, I think 1 year ago, more than 1 year ago, Fabio was still in with Rhapsody of Fire at the time. So the idea was to record something with both singers of Luca Torrieri Rhapsody and Rhapsody of Fire together. And when they asked me, I say absolutely. I was absolutely happy because I'm a friend of Fabio since 15 years ago, maybe. Finally, we had a chance to record something together, so it was. I was very happy. Yes.
Yeah, and for me, being a fan of all the projects that do surround the Rhapsody name, I mean, it was amazing to be able to hear you two singing these songs together. I mean, both of you shine in so many great ways on this album, and the music just fits this project so perfectly, and I'm just glad things were able to come together this way. I mean, it's a dream for a fan to be able to listen to something like this.
Oh, thank you. Yes, the kind of music. Maybe probably someone supposed to hear something close to Rhapsody sound, because of course we are both in Rhapsody in our experience in the past, etc. But we decided to change a little bit the sounds, because I mean I don't think that makes really sense record something in Rhapsody way when I'm still a singer of Luca Torrieri Rhapsody. Actually, Fabio are on tour with Rhapsody Reunion. So we decided to try to record an album with something different sound, and maybe it's more progressive. I think probably the sound is more close to Camelot than Rhapsody, probably, no? But we are absolutely happy because sometimes we can try also with our voices. We can try something different. That's really important under artistic point of view, also for singers.
Oh, very much so, and I really appreciate that. I mean, I'm glad that it's not just an album that sounds like it could be a part of the Rhapsody discography, but being able to showcase more of what both of you are capable of. I mean, whether it's in the vocal range or in the musicality of it all. I mean, it's always good to be able to spread your wings when possible.
Yeah. But this is thanks to Simone Mularoni because he composed all the songs, but Simone is the guitar player of DJM, but it's also our friend since when I start to sing, because Simone is the producer of all my album with Trick or Treat, so he knows perfectly my voice. Also, he worked also with Vision Divine with Fabio many times, so he composed under a really smart way this album, because I think that's both singers are on the same level. I mean, also with the composition and yes, I think that it's thanks to him. He composed really in really smart way, not too high, not too low, but changing a lot of time the sounds inside the album, and so it sticks. I think everything works pretty good.
So with that, with having that familiarity going on with someone that you worked with in the past, how was it in the studio being able to create this album?
Yeah, honestly, me and Fabio, we record in the studio of Simone Mularoni in Summer Mid, and but we didn't record together. Fabio recorded his part before, and then I recorded my session. But everything was pretty easy, honestly, because there is always a very great atmosphere with Simone, very friendly, very kind, and he's able to take always the best takes, the best take from the voice, and very relaxed, probably more relaxed compared to a Rhapsody session, because it's pretty hard for a singer under you have to stay a lot of days in studio. So with Rhapsody, for example, we recorded our album in Germany. This time we were in Italy, so we were very close to my house. So everything was easy,
And then that's got to help too. I mean, when you are able to record around the world and being able to discover these new places while recording, that's one cool thing. But being able to record closer to home and being able to be more in a lax environment like that's also got to really help when you're in the studio.
Absolutely. For example, I love to record everything in my home studio. I don't have a very big studios with a lot of stuff or very expensive microphone or compressor or something like that. I have a very small studio, but everything. I just have what I need for record a clean voice, and then I can send to the studio, and then the engineer can put the effect and everything. But I love to record in my home studio because I need to record in perfect relax. Then after my home studios, the place that I prefer is the studio of Simone Mularoni. This is my second home, This is my second house, and yes, I really think that in my future, everything that I record probably would be with Mularoni or in my home studio, something like that. It's really important because if you're relaxed or if you need a break, you can take an hour to watch television, for example. Then you come back, you can do the perfect take for a song. It's important.
Yeah, and that's so very important to be able to feel relaxed, being able to have control over everything that you're doing. And when you're in that kind of environment where, especially when it feels like a second home to you, being able to be in that environment and just know what you got to do to be able to record the best way possible. I mean, it definitely paid out for the best because I absolutely love what you're doing on this album. And it's great to hear that it was such a relaxing environment.
Thank you. Yes, it's really important. Yes, because the music is not like a sport that you have to do. You have to do your best in the less time possible. You have to take in the music. You have to just to record the best take possible, and what you record will stay in the album forever. So that's important.
And with that, prior to the album coming out today through Frontiers Music, there was 2 songs that were released to be able to promote the album, Ascension and You're Falling. How do you feel about those songs being able to represent the album before it coming out?
Yes, I'm perfectly. I agree with Ascension as a first single because I think it's pretty catchy and probably is a little bit closer with Alan Land project. So it's a sort of. The sound continue with that kind of music. It's typical sound of Frontiers project. It's a catchy hard rock with a little bit of metal and something. Probably about You're Falling. Under my point of view, it's not perfectly fixed as a second single, in my opinion, of course. But it's a great song, of course. But in my opinion, maybe it should be better a fast song like Glories, for example, because it's more Angra style. It's more power metal, and inside the album you can hear a couple of songs like that, very with double kick, very fast, with high pitched voices, and probably most of the fans of Rhapsody, of all other fans, are waiting for this kind of sounds, and so I'm not sure if maybe there is another single in the schedule of the album. I'm not sure about the promotion, but in this situation, probably a fast song could be better. But I mean, You're Falling. I love You're Falling. Yeah, of course, it's a great song with a great prog atmosphere that remind me Queen's Reich or Camelot. So I love it. But I also love the fast song, of course, because I'm a power metal singer.
And that's what I really appreciate again about the album is that you got a song like Ascension, you got a song like Glories, and you got a song like You're Falling, being able to show off so many different sides of what this album has in store. I mean, from the very fast melodic parts to the more mid-tempo emotional moments. I mean, it's got a little bit of everything for everybody.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you. That's what we tried to put inside the album, because I mean, as always, it's thanks to Simone Mulerone that composed everything. But he took his typical sound that he usually composed for DGM, his band from Italy, it's a great power band. But he also put something from Trick or Treat sound, sometimes from Vision Divine sound, and he mixed everything with modern prog power metal. So I think that sound is pretty fresh, and it's not obvious. That's really important for the longevity. I'm not sure if I can say longevity in English, but for the life and the time of the album.
Oh, very much so. So, with the album coming out today through Frontiers Music, how do you feel now, knowing that the album is out there for everybody to be able to hear?
I'm not sure because I still don't have enough feedback from the people. We already have some great review from webzine or some magazines. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty satisfied until now. But it's 9 o'clock, 15 minutes after 9, so it's probably tomorrow or the day after tomorrow we'll have a feedback for judge the first impression from the people, but I'm pretty sure that the people like it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with those early reviews, I mean, sometimes it's kind of hard to be able to tell what the real opinion is, but I imagine if there's fans out there like me, I mean, just waiting for a dream album like this, I can't imagine that people are going to be disappointed with the way things are going. I mean, unless they were just expecting full power metal the entire time. I mean, it's for me, it's like I really enjoy being able to hear all these different sides while still being able to show off what you guys are known for.
Yeah, why not? I mean, probably nobody is disappointed by the album, but someone probably could be disappointed about the fact that this is not a real band, but this is a project. And so sometimes I hear people that say, "Oh, stop it with this project with many singers, blah 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 blah." But in the end, it's not a supermarket album. You know, I don't know if it's clear. It's like a sort of freelance band, but it's a real album composed by people that are friends, and maybe one day it could be that will try to create a real band for play live this album. I'm not sure. It's easy to say, but for me it should be really cool to play live this album. Yeah.
So with that in mind, what is next?
What is next with Lione Conti, man?
Oh, with you in general, what's next?
Okay, with my in general, no. So the album is finally on sale, and I also have my new album with Trick or Treat that came out in February, but it's a sort of spin-off of the band, because we record a cover band or a cover album with 10 songs of cartoons, but it's all in Italiano with a lot of Italian guest singers. We have Michele Lupi, we have Roberto Tiranti from Labyrinth, so it's a sort of party album with a lot of singers, but probably it's more for Italian audience because all the songs are in Italiano. Then so Fabio actually is really busy because are on tour with Rhapsody Reunion. Then when he stopped I suppose in March, I think, and then he will start with Angra for a lot of months of tour, a very long world tour. So probably actually he's more busy than me, and we'll see what will happen. But I'm here, so we have a couple of albums ready to the market. We'll see what will happen in the next months.
Oh, very cool. And it's great to see that there is new material coming from Trick or Treat. I mean, I love what you do with that band. I've loved every album so far. So any new material, whether it being covers or originals, that makes me very happy to see there's new music on the horizon.
Thank you so much. No, yes, I'm very happy too, because you mean it's personally it's my band. I founded the band 15 years ago, and yes, it's a cover album, but if you're not Italian, it's like an original album, because probably you don't know, you never heard that song, so are Italian songs, so you can hear the album like a original album. So we can put in the credits that our song. Maybe no, it's a trick, but yes, we are very happy. We work hard a lot of shows here in Italy, so we'll see what will happen, but we are ready for everything.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that too. I mean, it's always a good excuse to be able to go out there and play live, and being able to do a covers album like this, featuring music from the homeland. I mean, being able to tour around there and be able to promote them in a great way. I imagine that the home fan base would be very excited to be able to hear those songs live.
Yes, absolutely. Because in Italy, these songs from the themes from the cartoon songs are absolutely famous in Italy. Everybody knows, and we also quote the original singer of the most of these songs. It's absolutely famous in Italy, and for the first time he's sing in metal way. He's one probably his most famous songs. This is Dragon Ball, and so in Italy we had a great feedback because we record, as I said, like a spin-off. And we recorded with thanks to a crowdfunding campaign, and it was really a great success. It was the biggest success of the portal musicraiser.com for a rock album. So we reached a really good success. Yes, we are really happy. So we'll see what will happen now.
Oh, fantastic. So how is it for you to be able to work on all of these different bands and projects at the same time? I mean, is it overwhelming? Do you like that kind of challenge? How is it for you?
Yes, it's a challenge, but honestly, when you work with a big label with Frontiers or Nuclear Blast with big band like Rhapsody, everything is managed more or less 1 year before what will happen. So you know what will happen the year after. So it's pretty easy to manage everything without overlay, something like that. And so it's not easy because you have a lot of things to. So over that, I'm a tattoo artist, so it's my daily job. So I'm totally busy with tattoo business and with music. So I'm pretty tired, but I'm happy. I love it.
Yeah, and that makes me happy hearing that too, because when some people, when they take on too many projects, they're able to burn themselves out, or once they get to a certain point in their lives, their music just doesn't mean as much to them. And I love the fact that you are so open and willing to do all of these different projects and have such joy doing it, because that's what music is about, the joy that you get from being able to sing these songs and all these different bands and projects, whether it's live or in the studio.
Absolutely, but I think that honestly that the most difficult things for a singer, for a musician, but in particular for a singer, is when you have a lot of projects, but you have a lot of tours, so you have to stay on tour for 9-10 months per year. It's extremely difficult. For example, Fabio, actually, probably for him it's pretty. I know that he loves touring. Absolutely, he's totally happy about that life. But you can imagine when you have to sing 200 shows in 10 months for a singer, 2 hours per night, it's a nightmare sometimes, because you can take a flu, you can get ill, you always stay to focused on the show, don't lose your voice, something like that. It should be a nightmare. But honestly, when you have a lot of projects, but are studio project as a principal things, it's not really difficult in the end. Yeah.
Yeah, and again, as a fan, that's why I really appreciate the fact that this project was able to come together for this self-titled album between you and Fabio, and with it being released today through Frontiers Music, and being able to have this opportunity to talk to you about this project, about Trick or Treat, everything else that's going on in your world. I really do appreciate you taking the time to be able to talk to me about all of this and get some insight, because I always love hearing the insight that goes into making an album and everything that goes into touring and everything. And I just really appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's our job. Yeah, I think